Is this thing on? Oh no, he's back for the first time in 2019. Good morning again, DanpodValdres again. Thank you for listening once again, or for the first time. I assume people that know this thing that I do, I assume people know that I'm stumbling over my words already. It's been a long off season, folks. A lot's happened, all right? Get off my back. For those of you who don't know what this is, my name is DanpodValdres. I am a moderator, and I'm one of those live vloggers through TexasBands.com. You know those guys with the laptops who sit in the stands and review every program, and it gets broadcast on the Bands of America website as well as TexasBands.com. I'm one of those guys, and I'm here to talk about some Texas marching band, especially for the 2019 season, because it's going to be a very, very, very busy one. First time listening, welcome. Hope you'll indulge me for a little bit and enjoy the show's broadcast throughout the season. If for some reason you have continued listening to this thing, listening to my stupid voice all year long, this is season 3. Welcome back, and thank you so very, very much for the support. I said I would continue doing these things as long as people kept putting up with me, and you have. Your patience has been wonderful, to say the least. So, let's jump right into this. Off-season was great. A lot of WGI stuff. Congratulations to all the programs that competed not only in WGI stuff, but all the winter guard, indoor percussion things. We had some great coverage on the TexasBands.com Facebook page, and I'll go ahead and run this down. TexasBands.com Facebook page. If you have an account there, you can contact me on Instagram at DanpodValdres, DanpodValdres. Wow, I can tell I've had a couple of sodas today. It's fine. Getting off the sugar. So hit me up there. There's old photos and commentary and all sorts of weird stuff there. Great off-season. Lots of guard stuff, lots of percussion stuff. You can look through the Facebook page, and there's all sorts of photos and videos and stuff like that. Our team did a really great job this off-season. But now it's time. Now that school's out, now that, summer band is kind of off in the distance and school's out and everybody's freaking out and, doing that whole thing, it's time for me to come back. It's time for me to talk to you, lay down some knowledge, some wisdom, some opinions. Correct or incorrect, doesn't matter. What are we going to talk about today? I don't know what we're going to talk about. The lists for the Bands of America 2019 season came out, and people were freaking out. Why are they taking so long? How come we don't see them yet? Why aren't we getting anything? And it's funny because a few of you, and you know who you are, basically trolled and scoured the internet to find schedules for all these programs and put together a really impressive spreadsheet. And it basically nailed almost every single program that was going to every single contest, which is, if I had the technology back then when I was in high school, I would have probably done the same thing, but I didn't. Plus, I was lazy. So the list finally came out. A lot of people don't understand what the application for Bands of America is really all about, how that process goes down. So I'm here to explain that a little bit. And then we'll just kind of briefly, and I mean very briefly, go over the, like 7 events in Texas. It's pretty much the same stuff as last year, but I'll give a little bit of commentary on that. We won't go over a list about what program's going to go where and what I think is going to happen. There's going to be plenty of time for that. For people who haven't listened before, I always do I guess you could call a pre-show, like a preview of the contest. We call that the Nerd-In. And then like a day or two after the contest, we call that the cherry on the event. Even though, and you all say it with me, cherries suck. So let's get after it. Application. Bands of America. How does it work? What is application? How can application help me? Well, I'm here to tell you. And like I said, this is not insider information or anything like that. All of this is available on this lovely little website, marching.musicforall.org. It's a brand new thing that just launched, about half a month ago. I don't know why I said half a month. That's like 10 or 15 days ago. It came out I think it came out the same day as the schedule release and the list release and stuff like that. Very user-friendly, very cool. Check it out. So application process. Here's how it works. And I've tried to come up with some sort of analogy about how try to explain it in kind of a simple term. Basically, let's pretend you're going on a field trip. Field trip means a couple things. Kids and the parents got to get their responsibilities straight. And if it was a field trip like myself, it was me crying on the ground of HEBs, asking for pizza Lunchables. Sometimes I got them, sometimes I didn't. What are you going to do? You shoot in the dark, you hope for the best. This is basically like a field trip. Bands of America application. Your permission slip, which consists of an application, a consent form, and payment, and I'm going to go over those in a second, that's all due before January 31st. So you either fill that stuff out online, or you postmark that stuff, which means you actually send it through physical mail. Yes, people still use the post office. You send in that stuff postmarked before January 31st. That's the deadline. You want to go on the field trip, you get your stuff in January 31st. You need a completed application, whether you print it out, fill it out manually, or you do it online. Then you need a consent form. You basically need a school administrator to say, yes, they are allowed to go to this contest. That's basically your parents' signature on the thing. The reason you need a consent form is because it prevents idiots like myself jumping onto the Bands of America website and trying to register Cheeseburger Academy Marching Band. Although that does sound very delicious. God, that would be awesome. No, oh God, now I'm distracted. Now I'm hungry. So you gotta have official permission, stuff like that, and you need payment, and that's usually the holdup. And here's the reason why. Because a lot of the times, school districts have money allocated for the band program to specifically pay for these types of events. And no, a school budget allocation of money for the band does not pay for every single prop you see on the field. I cannot wait to dig into the fundraiser portion of this. And this will probably come in a few weeks, but I can't wait to just essentially obliterate any misinformation about where the money comes from for band programs, because there's a lot of that stuff out there. Anyway, whatever. You got to get payment in, and that's the trip up, because the districts usually have to say, yes, we're going to approve that amount, and then you got to write the check, and not everybody's got a blank check to write that stuff in there. To give you an idea of how the kind of money we're dealing with. Let's say, for example, you go to Austin, DFW, and San Antonio. Austin is considered an early regional, so that's $700 for fees to send in. DFW is $875. San Antonio is $875. You go to those three contests, that's $2,450 in fees that's due to Bands of America. Personally, with the product that you're getting and the type of service you get from Bands of America, I feel that it's worth it. I participated in these events many, many times before, and they've all been worth it, at least in my opinion. So it's a lot of money. So you got to get that approved from the district. And of course, the district will say, oh, if it's above $1,000, you got to have this person who you don't ever see. It's like the banker in Deal or No Deal. You never see the person's face. It's just a silhouette, and usually there's a cape in the background. And that person's got to approve it. So you got to get that money in. You got to get application, consent form, payment. You get that in there, and then that is considered a full and completed application. Can you send those things in at different times? Of course. But unless you have all three things in, it's not going to be considered a full application. You got until January 31st to get that. This is why the process for starting a marching band season starts way before summer band. Not just in the design process, but there's all sorts of paperwork, there's all sorts of stuff, copyright forums, and getting all that licensing done. There's all sorts of stuff that needs to be done before the kids can even step on the field. It's a lot. And a kudos to all the band directors that have to deal with that stuff. It ain't easy, trust me. Especially when band directors are being asked to do more and more every year, and you're seeing a lot of that and that's going to be another thing I think I want to address, a lot of band director burnout. It seems like it's happening more and more as the years go on. Anyways, that's the application process. You get everything in before January 31st, you're going to go into the random draw for the regionals. So you say you go to the Austin Regional. Okay, cool. I got everything in before January 31st. I go in there, random draw, you get your prelims times, good to go. People are asking, why did it take so long? Why did they wait until May 15th? Here's why. May 15th is essentially so it said January 31st, you got to get your paperwork in. If you turn in your stuff after January 31st, you'll be okay as long as the event is not full. And by the way, FYI, a regular regional caps at 32 programs. A super regional caps at 84 programs. Grand Nationals caps at 118 programs. If you go to a regular regional, it's 32 programs. I give Houston for an example. Right now, there are 40 bands signed up for Houston Regional. That's a lot. It caps at 32 programs. What's going to happen to the 8 programs that may have turned in their stuff after January 31st? Well, essentially, they're going to go on a wait list. And the wait list, the reason why we do a wait list, and I've had people ask me this question, why are we quote unquote overselling these regionals? Why are we taking in more applications than there are spots? Think of it like an airplane. You want to book the entire airplane because there will be a couple of people, or in this case programs, that will withdraw from the contest for one reason or another. Maybe they had a director change, maybe they are going to go a different direction with their marching band, whatever the case may be. Every year in almost every regional, there are programs that sign up at January 31st and then have to drop the regional for whatever reason. Business side of things. If I cap it at 32 programs, 2 of them drop out, I'm down to 30 programs. And there are 8 other programs holding out money going, hey, we'd like to participate too. Are you going to sit there and not take it? Are you going to sit there and deny them the opportunity to perform? Of course not. You're going to let them perform, and then it works out for everybody. So that's how it works. Waitlist is not necessarily a first come, first serve. They do a point system. This is just for the waitlist only. Waitlist goes on there. Okay, point system. How many Bands of America contests have you gone into for the last 4 years? You get a point if you went to a Bands of America regional, and you get 2 points if you went to Grand Nationals. And then you add those up, and there's a whole formula with it, and it's all on the website. Anyways, and then some programs, if they kind of get word that, hey, we're on the wait list, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to make it into that regional, they'll probably switch it up to a regional that has fewer programs so that they can go there and they can, make sure that everything's good there. That is how that application process works. It's pricey. Yes, it's pricey. But there's a reason why fundraising exists, to take care of this stuff if the district isn't going to take care of it. Not saying that they do or do not, but just in case, you want to have a strong fundraising program. And again, I'm going to get into that. That's going to be another show. Promise. Now that we got the full application done, now that we got that done, let's very quickly go over the 25,000 programs, the shows that are going down in the state of Texas, and we're going down the list. We're starting off the very first week of the season, September 21st, 2019, Veterans Memorial Stadium in McAllen, Texas. It's going to be back there again. A little bit over 20 programs signed up for there. That's going to be an interesting regional. Claudia Taylor-Johnson is signed up for it, but I'm not sure if they're actually going. I can't get a straight answer whether they're going to go or not. If they do not go, you might see a brand new regional champion there. You might see somebody that's never won a regional championship before, and I love seeing that stuff. We saw that with Timber Creek last year in Midland. September 28th, Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. You know where we're going. We're going to Austin, Texas. Always a fantastic regional, early season regional. Not necessarily early season regional, but it is. It's a good showcase. It's probably one of the tougher regular regionals in the nation. Just heavy hitters. There's usually like 15 programs that can say, hey, we want to be in finals, and we have a legitimate shot of doing it. But they only take 10 of these early regionals. Houston, Dallas-Fort Worth, they're on October 5th. A little bit of a change here. Dallas-Fort Worth, October 5th, Pennington Field. It's going to be there for the second year in a row. I was there last year. Nice venue. Houston, Texas. It is, I think for the first time in 8 or 9 years, it is not going to be at Wood Forest Bank Stadium in Conroe, the Woodlands, Shenandoah, Texas, whatever you want to call it. It is being moved off of the I-10 corridor, Legacy Stadium, Katy ISD Stadium, in Katy, Texas. This thing was built maybe 2 years ago. It is a very, very nice facility. And you can tell that it's a nice facility because there are 40 bands signed up to go there right now. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that shakes down later. So that's going to be an exciting time. If you're from the San Antonio area, that is going to be a very, very easy drive. You don't have to go all the way around Houston to get there. Moving down, October 12th, back again. I think this is either the third or fourth year that the Midland Regional is back. Grande Communication Stadium, Midland, Texas. More and more programs are signed up there. This is one of those things that you're probably going to see a regional. You're going to see a brand new first-time regional champion crowned there. Looks pretty good. St. Louis, Missouri. This is a Texas Bands podcast. Well, guess what? There's like 9 or 8 programs going to the St. Louis Super Regional from the state of Texas. So they're going to go over there into Missouri and plant the flag at the Dome at America Center. It's going to be a fantastic contest. You know what's next. You know what's next. October 19th, 2019, McLean Stadium at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. Say it with me. Why? Because Waco. And if the event gets canceled due to weather, I'm adding curse words to that phrase, okay? The event they wanted the event to be held there last year. It didn't work out due to scheduling purposes. It was at Waco ISD Stadium. We got through about 9 programs. Then the sky started to fall down on us, and I drove out of there like I had stolen something from Snappy Mart or whatever they have over there. This is right off the Brazos River. It is a fantastic state-of-the-art facility. It's going to be really interesting to see how it shakes out for a marching band contest. Let's go down to the Bands of America Super Regional, November 1st and 2nd, at the Alamo Dome in my hometown, San Antonio, Texas. I have such fond memories of this facility. Guess what? If you thought last year was overbooked, there are like 94 programs signed up for the San Antonio Super Regional. It's going to be a long event. Interesting thing about San Antonio Super Regional, you've got programs not just from the state of Texas. I think 6 different states are being represented from this for the San Antonio Super Regional. Archbishop Alter is coming down from Ohio. Collinsville is coming down from Oklahoma. Hollister is coming down from Missouri. Vista Marietta from California is coming down to hang out with us. They are really, really good, like top 1 or 2 programs in the state of California. They are fantastic. And guess what? Westlake High School from Utah. Yes, there are going to be 2 Westlakes in San Antonio. I hope the 2 Westlakes can get together and shoot a sitcom, because I think that would be hilarious. Too many Westlakes, now on ABC. Then you have your UIL content. You'll have UIL State right after that, like normal. And then, November 14th through 16th, Lucas Oil Stadium, the Grand National Championships. The Texas Invasion is coming. 6 programs from the state of Texas. All of 5 of them have made finals before at Grand Nationals. And 1 of them is coming up for the very, very first time. Claudia Taylor Johnson coming up. Hebron is coming up. Round Rock showing up. Leander showing up. The Woodlands coming back. Vandegrift for the very first time is coming back. So I think I got everybody. Vandegrift, the Woodlands, Round Rock, Leander, Hebron, and Claudia Taylor Johnson. 6 programs, some of the best that the state of Texas has to offer. All of them have a shot at making finals. That's not an opinion. They all have a shot at making finals. I hope, I cannot wait for that event. I want to pack my bags right now. I'm serious. I want to put my Big Red and barbacoa in the backpack and start walking over there. It's going to be such an amazing event. That's your list. Those are the events that are coming out. And of course, we got the UIL regional contest, our state contest, I should say. You got the odd numbers going down. You got 1A contest, 3A contest, 5A contest. The 5A contest this year, there's going to be like 6 programs that could easily say, yes, we deserve to medal, and it will be absolutely true. So again, like I've said before, and if you haven't listened to me before, performance, 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 performance. I don't care who wrote your drill. I don't care who wrote your music. I don't care how loud you are. I don't care how many kids are on the field. When the lights are on and it's time to perform, are you going to put up or shut up? I want to see some fantastic performances. I am rarely disappointed when I'm in the stands. I can't wait. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I think I'm done with that. One quick shout out to all the seniors that have graduated or are graduating this weekend. Thank you so much for putting on amazing shows during your 4 years or however many years you were there in band. Thank you so much for those performances. Some of them brought me to tears. Some of them made me think. Some of them made me laugh. Some of them made me smile from ear to ear. You people are awesome. Congratulations on your transition into college life or whatever you want to do. Always remember this. Just because the marching band career is over, and some of you are going to do college marching band and you're going to love it because it's so different from competitive marching band. Some of you are not going to continue with the instrument, which is totally okay. I want you to think about the people who supported you and pushed you. Maybe it was a parent, maybe it was a director, maybe it was an instructor, staff member, anybody. Think about the people who supported you the last 4 years, that went to your contest, that drove you to practice, that volunteered at events and whatnot. You always, and you'll realize this later on, you really owe it to those people in your next portion of life to really get after it and really be successful and be a wonderful person, a wonderful citizen of this world. You owe it to them. They invested in you, and now that investment should start paying off. So seniors, congratulations. Thank you so much for your performances. You people are awesome. I'm done here. I don't know when I'm going to be back. There's not a set schedule for these things. Doesn't matter. I'll just post whatever I want to do. If you want me to tell old stories from my marching days, I still got to take State 2002. I still got to put that out there. That's probably going to be like a 45-minute podcast. But you guys will listen, right? Right? Please tell me I'm pretty. So if you want to do that, if there's like burning questions, hit me up on the Instagram page at DanpodValdres. Please follow the TexasBands.com Facebook page. Follow my YouTube page, youtube.com/Danpodcast. All the videos, I should say videos, they're just static images. All the stuff will be hosted there. Your suggestions, comments, all that stuff, Instagram at DanpodValdres. Thank you so much for joining me. I will talk to you soon. If you're psyched, I'm psyched too. And even if you're not psyched, remove your head from your butt. It's time to go. 2019 season is upon us. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Adios. Bye-bye.